Hello, this is Brian D. Hill, formerly of USWGO Alternative News, Justice for USWGO .wordpress.com and Justice for USWGO.nl. I have to make this short. This is a call to action on October 4, 2022. It is a peaceful call to action against what has been known as the child pornography setup operations. It had started in 2012 with me being set up, and I have the proof I was set up. It was downloading for 11 months when I didn't have my computer. Now with Charles Atkinson, if it was 2011, as I heard in a video that my family showed me, Charles Atkinson said they tried to plant child porn on her husband's computer, and she's a nonpartisan journalist. I am a nonpartisan journalist, and I've been a nonpartisan journalist. What I mean is, when I ran USWGO Alternative News, I was nonpartisan. They seem to be the ones getting these child pornography attacks because they want partisan reporters, so they could say the left reporters, the right reporters, the liberal reporters, the conservative reporters. And people are going to say, oh, he's a conservative reporter, don't listen to him. Oh, he's a liberal reporter, don't listen to him. This is on purpose. They want to divide us and keep us divided among party lines so we can't win. And then the ones that are in the middle, they're being set up with child pornography, and this is dangerous. So I am making a call to action right now. Anybody who watches this video, if you have been set up with child pornography, the dirty, filthy, destructive material, if the feds tried to set you up with this filth, please go to my Families and Friends Run website, Justice for USWGO.wordpress.com/set-up or frame-up. When you go there, please follow the instructions and tell your story about how they tried to set you up with child pornography. And then your friends or family can also show the proof. And then my friends and family can process this information, and we can mobilize together to expose this federal criminal racketeering operation known as the child pornography setup operations. Now, Melissa Melton talked about a group of people called the Political Hacker Squad, who said we were run by the Obama administration and they were offered pardons, or, I would say they were probably offered acquittals, or they never got charged if they would set people up with child pornography. The political enemies of Barack Hussein Obama, the Obama administration. And Obama, of course, was also behind Right Haven LLC, who was suing people and then having them sign settlements saying you will not talk about being sued by Right Haven, a gag order. And so this is happening more and more. Now that Biden is in office, that means that Barack Obama is still in charge of the presidency. And that also means that child pornography setups are likely going to become more increased. More and more people are likely going to get set up with child pornography. And it can happen tomorrow, it can happen next week, it can happen any day or any hour. The FBI could just show up at someone's home, or the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force and say, "We found child porn on your computer!" And then on the sex offender registry you go. And when you ask for an independent computer forensic expert, the public defender will say, you're going to be found guilty. The jury's going to hear your story. They're going to find you guilty. You're going to face 20 years in prison. And the attorney's not going to fight for you. Public defenders are not doing a good job fighting for people in child pornography cases. The best they will do is maybe get you time served. I had time served, but I'm on the sex offender registry for a crime I didn't do. So, and I have the proof I didn't do it. I mean, it was in the U.S. Attorney's own evidence. They destroyed it. Luckily, photographs were taken of the destroyed discovery material before it was destroyed. So this is a call to action. If you have been set up, if you have been framed with child pornography, then I ask of you, I beg of you, to start mobilizing now, to get together and mobilize and tell as many people about my frame up as possible, and tell people about your frame up. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid of the vigilantes. You need to speak out and tell people you were set up, and you have the proof you were set up. If you have any evidence proving that you didn't look at child porn, that you never wanted to possess any of that filth, but they set you up on it, you need to go public. You need to go public. Because I went public. I told the federal judge I was innocent. I was telling the federal judge verbally I was innocent. I told the federal judge in writing I was innocent. I filed a 2255 under affidavit saying I'm innocent, and that the whole thing was a fraud, that it was downloading for 11 months after my computer was taken, while the tormail.org messages were received at my email at USWGO.com saying, we know some people in the SBI that will set you up with, that will make sure you are convicted. They set me up with child porn. They said they would do it to Alex Jones. And in 2019, they did try to set up Alex Jones with child pornography. So it is happening. Everything the political hacker squad has claimed has been proven true. The political hacker squad's threats and claims saying they're going to set people up with child porn has all been proven true. So it is time to mobilize to stop this. We need to stop the federal government's use of child pornography as a weapon. The federal government is using child pornography as a weapon. It is a weapon, and it is meant to be used as a weapon to kill your character, put you on the sex registry, and then once they put you on the sex registry, then you're stuck. And people are like, oh, he's a pedophile. Oh my God. I don't want to look at him. Oh my God, we need to take his kids away. We need to cut his penis off. No. It is time we put the foot down on it and say no. This is a peaceful call to action that every single person who has ever been set up with the by the Federal Bureau of Investigation or Department of Justice with child pornography, please come forth. Please come to justice for USWGO.wordpress.com and justice for USWGO.nl. It is essential that we stop the child pornography setups once and for all. People keep saying, we need to peacefully do something about this. I agree. But until we put a stop to the child pornography setups, we can't defeat these people peacefully, because they'll just send SWAT teams to our homes and put child porn in our hard drives. And then they'll send threatening emails saying, ha ha ha, we put child porn in your computer, ha 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 ha. So what do we do about this? What do we do? There's only one solution. We have to mobilize, get together, and all of us need to tell our stories about how each and every one of us was framed with child porn. Whether it was by the U.S. Department of Justice, whether it was by the U.S. FBI, whether it was by the CIA, whether it was by Homeland Security or the military or any government agency. If you have been set up with child pornography, you need to go public, and you need to go public now. Otherwise, none of us innocent people get off the sex registry. None of us are ever going to get our lives back. And the only way out is, well, suicide. No, I say no to that. I will not end my life. I will not commit suicide. That's what they want. They want me to end my life, so they'll say, good, he died, ha 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 ha, he killed himself. No, I will not do that. Instead, it is time for a call to action. So please spread this video, because my family's going to upload it, and you need to spread this video around. Tell everyone about it. Upload it at different places. Tell people about my call to action. My name is Brian D. Hill, formerly of USWGO Alternative News. And I'm going to have videos of all the different people that were being set up with child porn at the end of this call to action video. So you could see for yourself that this is increasing under the Obama Biden regime. So you need to do something about this now. God bless you, and angels watch over all of you. Now is the time to stand up against the child pornography setup operations and put a stop to them once and for all. Otherwise, we cannot peacefully take back our government if they could put child porn in your computer and then charge you as a sex offender. So we have to, in order to peacefully take back our government, we must address the issue of people being framed with child pornography by the United States government. And so I ask of you, I beg of you to please do something about this. Please tell your story. And please, if you're a whistleblower, come forth. Even if there's a risk they could come after you, please come forth and tell us about how they're setting people up with child pornography and you have evidence of it. Please tell us and let us know so we can stop these child pornography setups once and for all, and we can end it! That's what we want. We want to end the child pornography setups. I want it to end. I don't care that we're under a corrupt government in the United States of America. It is time to end the weaponization of child pornography. It is time to end the weaponization of pedophilia being used for blackmail and setting people up. Are you with me? Are you with me? I hope you are, because we need to peacefully, legally, and lawfully put an end to the child porn wars where they're setting people up with child porn. I'm not talking about wars against child pornography. I'm talking about it's a different form of war. They're using child porn as a weapon. They're trying to, they tried to put it on people. They tried to, a decade ago I found out that there were people trying to upload it to places to try to set people up. This is going too far. The FBI and the feds need to stop this. They need to stop all this. So if you're with me, help me. Help me end the federal child pornography setup war on Americans and maybe people around the world. So if you know anything, if you have government documents proving that they set people up with child porn, please make them public. Go to WikiLeaks, tell people about them. Even if it's considered violating classified information, no, do it. Do what needs to be done, because the act of setting people up with child pornography is wrong. It's morally wrong. It's legally wrong. Even if it's authorized by the U.S. military, don't do it. So please, join me now, and we can stop the child pornography subs together. I can't go on the internet, but I've got friends and family helping me. So please, let them help us. Let them help you. Let's put a stop to the child pornography setup operations together. God bless you. Where we go one, we go all.
And surveilled by the government. And sometimes it takes far too long to be able to clear those matters up.
May I say one little reported facet of my case is one of the federal agents involved in one of the operations against me said that they intended to plant child porn in my husband's computer. This is the FBI. There's been a case that's currently in litigation, unrelated, in which an FBI agent has testified that they did that. They have done that. It was not accomplished in my case. I guess the curtain was drawn on that facet of the operation prior to them doing it. But imagine how you ever get out of that. They knew we had a young daughter at home and had allegedly conspired to do that.
We have come under attack by apparently people that are trying to set up alternative media people with child pornography. And so we want to go on the record with this. A couple of weeks ago, we received an email from someone claiming to be part of something called the Political Hackers Squad. And hackers was spelled with a Z on the end. And this person claimed that they were behind First of all, they claimed that they were part of a group that was blackmailed by the Obama administration to set people up with child pornography.
Two activists that I really respect, Stuart Rhodes, founder of Oath Keepers, and Daniel Johnson, founder of PANDA, People Against the NDAA, have just been well, there was an attempted setup, an attempt to try to frame them for something that's very, very disturbing. And I want to go ahead and just hand the mic straight to Stuart to let him describe what happened. So go ahead, Stuart. Go ahead and let us know what happened there.
What happened is last night, somebody using a Tormail account impersonating me emailed Dan Johnson, and in the email it said, "Hey, I've got new resolutions for you that a team of lawyers and I put together, and here they are." And there were PDF attachments. Dan saw it was a Tormail account, realized it wasn't really for me, and did not open the attachments. But he did consult his security expert, and he was able to determine that there, in these PDFs, embedded inside of them, were child porn images.
So, you know, I had them try to set me up with the Russians. And I reported to the FBI, and that kind of freaked them out a lot. And that's all on record. It's been covered on national news. So that didn't work too well. And so we learned in just the last few days that when they wanted these hundreds of thousands of emails out of the 9.6 million, that they had attachments to them that no one would know what they were. We hadn't opened this. The FBI's come out and said, "I'm the victim." And a statement's coming out officially. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Connecticut. But what's interesting is we checked with real IT people, because we're not IT folks. We made some calls, and they said, no, you wouldn't know what was in attachments, and you wouldn't know what they linked to, because the FBI looked at it, they said, we're the victim. It was hidden in Sandy Hook emails threatening us. That was child porn. So it's on record. We were sent child porn. We're not involved in child porn. But the fact is, it's not a needle in a haystack. It's fields of haystacks. And they get these emails a few weeks ago, and they go right to the FBI and say, we've got him with child porn. And the FBI says he never opened it, and he didn't send it. And then they act like, oh, they're our friends. They're not going to do anything with this. Go to hell. I wasn't born yesterday. And I was born in the dark, but it wasn't last night. So whatever's going on, I'm offering a $100,000 reward, not $10,000. A $100,000 reward for the arrest and prosecution. And I've had $115,000 bonuses and contests before. So I paid $100,000. We're going to release the metadata in the next few days on Infowars.com from the email address, the company, and the folks at the company are going to track it back, and they're going to find out. And we're going to pay the $100,000, and you're going to go to prison. By the way, more than 20 people that have threatened us and my crew have gone to prison. When people threatened to kill George Bush or threatened to kill Obama, we reported you. You went to prison. And law enforcement knows we are law-abiding. We're not offensively committing crimes.
This is Luke Radowski of wearechange.org reporting to you from Europe. And I'm making this video primarily for my safety, but to also possibly safeguard you from being set up. And just a few hours ago, I received an email on my old private high school email. Not my work email, not my We Are Change email, but my old high school email. And the email was from an unknown client. It was from a Tor email server, and it had an attachment, and it said something about a leak. Now, automatically knowing this, I had to find a new laptop. I found another laptop that wasn't connected to me, and I looked into this email. The email specifically stated that this person that was sending me this email was a whistleblower, was a leaker that actually attended the 2013 Bilderberg meeting, that he had raw JPEG pictures of everything that happened, of the attendees, and he wanted us to have the exclusive. He told us to download these pictures and to break the story to the world and show everybody what happened. Now, obviously, I was interested, and I scrolled down. Now, luckily, Yahoo email servers actually let you preview pictures before downloading them. And when I scrolled down, I actually saw graphic, horrible, inhumane pictures of child pornography.
Hey everybody. Ian Freeman of Free Talk Live in 2016 was raided by the Federal Bureau of Investigation aka FBI agents for child pornography. Later it came out in federal court filings by Brian David Hill of USWGO Alternative News that Ian Freeman and his associates received a Tor-mail threatening email message saying they would frame all American patriots with child pornography, child sex abuse images. I will not repeat the filthy dirty language in the threatening email but will put a link to the threatening email federal court filing below. Some of the words said, "We framed Ian with child porn. We will frame you all, bye bye patriots." Ian Freeman never really did a YouTube video about this but mentioned maybe only one time on the Free Talk Live radio broadcast. Brian's mother received a copy of this threatening email which Ian Freeman had received, and Brian filed this threatening email with the federal court in his criminal case. This is a video prepared for Stanley Bolton channels and will be posted on alternative platforms for sharing patriotic videos. Justice for Brian D. Hill of USWGO Alternative News. Justice for USWGO.wordpress.com or Justice for USWGO.nl. Video speech prepared on July 16, 2021. Thank you American patriots and patriots worldwide. Where we go one we go all. God bless you all.